we're both from Ohio, and I was raised Lutheran. So there was a little bit of church, but it wasn't like, I certainly wasn't walking with Jesus when I was younger.
So I grew up Catholic and went to Catholic school. I grew up in church and grew up learning about Jesus and getting to know of Jesus. What I didn't pick up was getting to know Jesus and have any sort of connection.
And we moved down here, and we weren't familiar with all the different religions and churches here. And we just knew, like, we just had that yearning, like, in our soul that we wanted more. We wanted to belong and to find a church home.
When we came, just because, I mean, everyone was super friendly, and that's no surprise. That hasn't changed. It's only grown, right? So there's the big sign up front that says welcome home, and that's real. Like, that's a real thing. And I think the transparency and how genuine people are, that was something that hadn't been around, like, grown adults that encouraged that and saw taking that posture as a position of strength. When you're in that, it's almost kind of awkward at first. You're seeing just a different side of people. You're seeing strength of character expressed in different ways. And that was something that really drew me in. And one of the things that we were really concerned with was or maybe not concerned, but pursuing, was not only our own walk, but we wanted our kids involved. Pastor Jessica, she was over the kids at the time and whatnot. She was very welcoming, and their names and just brought all this energy. And so after we kind of went in, how Pastor Brandon also kind of breaks down the word, and he preaches like he's a master communicator, but then he also teaches at the same time. So there's an application to everything that's going on out there. And so not only was I feel like I was getting fed on a soul level, but it was also, there was an application, or there was things that I could take out of here and actually use and practice. And the word was presented to me in a way that I was able to receive it and then apply it. And we came out, we got the boys, and they were telling us about what they learned and everything like that. And it was that, okay, done.
And that had never happened.
That had never happened before. I remember being clear very quickly that, okay, I need to lean in. Like, I'm here. Like, a lot of the stuff that I used to care about now is to focus every day is just to make Jesus the centerpiece of my personal table, and the centerpiece of our marriage table, and the centerpiece of our family table, and everything this revolves around that. GC has been great because it's guided that process. And
a pivotal moment for him getting connected with the men, not only on Tuesday night, having that Tuesday night and having that Monday night. I feel like that just fed him.
Getting involved in community here, like, that is, it's talked about a lot, but it's not talked about enough. Whoever's on that stage is like, they're this masterful at communicating. But if that is all you are hinging your spiritual development on, that it, like, when you experience community and you experience what can happen when you're around like-minded people, it's almost like, my friend, you don't know what you're leaving on the table. And so getting involved with the men's community and learning what strength really looks like, and the vulnerability piece, and that's talked a lot about. What heck goes on at men's retreats, like those sorts of things, like, it's the real deal. And so just being completely bought in, this completely sold out to that idea, that's been probably the biggest thing for me.
I thought it was a really big step of joining a small group where I didn't know anybody from where I was then at that time, where I thought that was this huge step way out of my comfort zone. And then now I just keep stepping in obedience, and I'm to the point now where I don't even, like, I laugh about things I've done in the past where made choices, and it's what I want. Like, it's what I want. It's my plan. I've always been a planner. Always been a planner. And now it's the point where I don't even want my, like, plans. I don't even want to plan. I want to just fully surrender. And so now my prayer is open my heart, my eyes, my mind, my body, my soul to everything that's from you. And so that's kind of the path that GC has helped guide me to this point where I'm at now, of fully surrendering my plans and, like, saying, how can I further, like, your kingdom, and what are those steps? And since I've done that, he has just just pushed me again out to where I never thought I would be doing things I'm doing. Never in a million years. And I feel like GC has helped me go back to more of my nature, meaning who God created me to be.
I think if I could encourage anyone, get out of your own way.
Yes.
And there's so much to be gained. The full surrender, or what the fullest that I've been anyway, and this leaning in and putting Jesus first, the centerpiece of your table, and really meaning that. There's going to be an unlimited amount of reasons as to why or you can't do that, or why you shouldn't do that, or what, the obligations or schedules or whatever it is. But there's only one reason to, and it trumps everything else. And the moment that you do that and start stepping in that path, I don't know how to explain the compound interest of obedience. Mm-hmm. But it's so real. It brings you to a place where you just see the world in a completely different way. It's just been great.